Back continuing the coverage of all the Trick or Treat comics there are out there, and we are continuing with issue number 2 of Trick or Treat Days of the Dead. The second issue is titled Corn Maiden, and it takes place in Illinois on October 29th, 1853. The issue starts off with a railroad company owner named Mr. Bloodsoe, who is traveling with his family as his company races to be the first railroad to cross the Mississippi. He has a very smart, bookish daughter, and it seems that the wife/mom has died. Bloodsoe soon finds out there's an Indian reservation on the railroad's path, so they ride down to speak to the chief, bringing the tribe gifts. His daughter is lured out into the nearby cornfield, where she finds a tribe shaman praying to something called the Corn Maiden that the chief's daughter explains to her. The chief's daughter is named Pawani, and she introduces herself to Sarah, and they quickly form a friendship. Pawani explains that the Corn Maiden is their protector, and she also gives Sarah a tiny Sam doll that will protect her from evil spirits. Bloodsoe finishes his talk with the chief, and they leave rapidly with Sarah in tow. It turns out that Bloodsoe offered gold to the tribe to move, but the chief refused. That night, Sarah sneaks back onto the reservation and is caught sneaking around. Instead of being in trouble, however, she's actually invited into their dance and dressed in tribal gear before the chief talks to her about her having possibly seen the Corn Maiden earlier in the day when she was lured into the cornfields. He tells her the story of the Corn Maiden, who was killed by gold seekers after witnessing her perform a prayer like the shaman was. After that, wherever blood had spilled, crops grew regularly. This is why the tribe can't move locations. Sarah, in turn, tells them about her Halloween traditions, and by the end of the night, the chief softens to her and says she can return the next night to celebrate with them. The next day, Bloodsoe tells Sarah that he's changed his mind, playing on her sorrow over her mother and offering to let her bring food to the tribe as a peace offering. She does, along with jack-o'-lanterns like she's described, and candy to demonstrate her Halloween traditions. The tribe feasts, and then suddenly, they all start bleeding out and dying. It turns out the food and the candy was all poisoned, and Trojan horsed in by Sarah unknowingly. It also turns out that Bloodsoe was willing to sacrifice his daughter's life to get the deed done if she had happened to eat any of the food along with the tribe. Sarah finds the shaman dead and picks up her amulet and is shown a vision of the Corn Maiden's revenge on the men as a cloud sweeps through their camp, causing anyone that breathes it to grow vines from the inside out, killing them. As Bloodsoe flees, he finds a black-eyed Sarah hand in hand with Sam, just in time to see him torn open by the pumpkin vines inside of him. As the ghosts of the tribe look on, Sarah walks off with Sam into the corn. Like for part 4.